What the hell is going on? 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 I traveled far to be with you, then you leave me, girl. That's not cool. I never thought that this could happen. What the hell is going on? 'Cause I love you, I need you, said I see you moving on the dance floor. I never thought that this could happen. What the hell is going on? 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 What the hell is going on, baby? What the hell is going on? Tell me what the hell is going on? What the hell is going on? What the hell is going on? 'Cause there was a time you were here with me, girl. All things were fine, lost and happily, baby. Then you decide that you're not gonna be mine. Well, I lost my mind. This life is not for me. 'Cause I love you, I need you. Said I see you moving on the dance floor. I never thought that this could happen. What the hell is going on? What the hell is going on? What the hell is going on? Yeah. What the hell is going on? Tell me what the hell is going on? What the hell is going on? What the hell is going on, baby? What the hell is going on? What the hell is going on?
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? We are live. This is Call in America. I'm missing my other half right now because he's going to get the official Call in America phone. For all you wonderful viewers out there, we are doing an impromptu live session right now, ladies and gentlemen. We have a wonderful guest in our studio today by the name of Michael. He is from the from the Walter Cronkite School of Journalism, and he's actually going to be doing a little feature on Call in America. And so we're just giving a little taste of what we do here at Call in America. So our fans out there, you guys know what time of day it is. We are going to be live here. I'm going to go ahead and set the phones up. Get the phones going. My name is Kelvin.
I'm Taylor.
And this is Call in America. And I don't know, man. What I want to talk about today. What I want to talk about is I do want to talk a little bit about coronavirus, and I want to talk about is it fine for us just to kind of do our thing?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. I do want to talk about coronavirus, and I want to talk about voting. I want to talk about the early votes that have come in, and just like this whole deal with who do you think is going to win? Who do you think is going to win the presidency? And then
let's also discuss if someone does win, what cities are prepping for? Because we just read that about.
We just read that, man. Right? Like that's insane. That's insane what's happening. About these cities and whatnot. You can interrupt us at any time too.
Oh yeah, I'll join in here in a second.
All right, sounds good. Sounds good. So it's very interesting. Because I saw something. I forget the city that was in, but it was like a Macy's or some big mall was boarding up all their windows.
Yeah.
And that's just insane because it's like they're prepping for something. What are your thoughts about that?
That's what one of our cities is doing. My job, Denver, is boarding up. People are working from home. And the article I read was last time this happened back in March or April, people not only just destroyed it, but they also stole inventory too. This guy lost $140,000 worth of inventory. But
it's all insured though, right? Like it's all insured. So it's not like
his point was he sold boots and shoes, like leather Italian boots,
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, it's insured, but I also I can't get more because it's a rare product,
Oh, I see. I see. So once the product is gone, it's gone.
Yeah. Which causes other issues and other
that makes sense.
Inventory
that
issues.
Makes sense. That absolutely makes sense. Yeah.
But yeah, it's and I don't know if have you seen anything like that happen here? Like boarding up and
not necessarily here. I haven't seen it here. Phoenix is kind of weird. Arizona's kind of weird in this regard, But it is interesting that I guess that Arizona's trending as a blue state now, which is hi. Welcome to 2020. Things are changing.
One of my favorite stories about this week too.
Tell me.
Was the top search keyword in Google.
Yes, this is very interesting, guys.
How to change your vote after you voted.
How to change your vote after you voted. So what did Google say? Can you do that?
I mean, basically you can't do that. That's not a thing. But people were submitting their mail-in ballots, and then I think it happened a spike after the last presidential debates that took place. Yeah. And then that keyword started.
So I want to know, if they want to change their views, change their vote, what are they trying to change their vote from? Are they trying to change it from Trump to Biden, or are they trying to change it from Biden to Trump? That's Google able to tell us that information.
No, it's Google. They probably could tell you, honestly. If anyone
could tell you,
probably them or Apple or someone.
Yeah, absolutely.
But one of my coworkers, his wife, she kind of went through the same thing.
Yeah.
But it was on the propositions. It was the marijuana one.
Oh, okay.
So she voted no and then wanted to change her mind to yes afterwards.
Wow.
But
Prop 20, was that 208?
Yeah, 207 was the education one, right?
It's either Prop 208 or 203. I think it's 208. But that was to legalize marijuana here in Arizona, and I voted no against that. I'm a card holder, so it is what it is. But I don't know if we can say this on your something like don't talk about weed.
Oh no, yeah, I used to be a card holder myself, so I'm a veteran, so
yeah,
you can always go PTSD or
yeah, man, yeah.
But yeah, coming out of the military, I definitely had a lot of junk to work through, and marijuana helped me get through that. So I think it's important. It's a bipartisan issue. It should be something legal for all. And
all right.
I think that'd be really popular if it was legal for all.
We're gonna have you on the show, my friend. We're gonna have Michael on the show as a guest host one of these days, because I love intelligent people who've got some things to say and who are about what they want to say. So that's fantastic.
Yeah, for sure.
I love it. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. So let's talk coronavirus, man. Coronavirus.
So cases are spiking again, right?
Well, yeah.
It's
So they're
spiking,
spiking.
or just like, and maybe spiking is not the right word. Maybe it's
I
upward
honestly
trending.
don't know, and I'm just going to be vulnerable here. I honestly don't know. I feel like
I thought it was getting up to like
I feel
1,000
like-
a day again.
I feel like, I mean, the news reports saying that they're going up. And here's the thing that Trump says, and I'm trying to understand what he means by this. He's like, yeah, cases are going up because we're testing more. That just seems like that seems very asinine to me, right? Like cases are going up because we're testing more. Well, of course that's going to be the case, right? Like, but they're not going down. I think that's the problem. And that's what we're not addressing, is that cases aren't going down. So yeah, cases are going up, but that's the issue.
Well,
It doesn't matter whether you're testing or not; they're not going down,
what's it
right?
saying
Like, am I
too?
like is like
Well, I think he's saying like we have more data, right? Like before, which isn't really a thing right now. It's kind of a moot point. Back when it all first started, it kind of made sense because we didn't know
Yeah.
what we didn't know. We didn't have the data, you
yeah,
know?
yeah,
So it's almost like, well, yeah, they're going up because we're collecting the data, right? Now we have everything that we can look at. But now to me, it's a moot point because we already knew this, right? Like the data, we've been tracking it since X date or whatever. So it kind of makes sense, but I feel like it's more of an out that he's leaning into than
it's
acknowledgement.
just very weird. It's just very weird that is like that
It's like an
is
excuse.
that's yeah. It's almost like an excuse. It's like, you know, of course they're going up because we're testing more, but whether you're testing or not, the cases are going up.
He's not addressing the why are they going up
Or the
action
solution
plan.
for them going down.
Yeah.
So that being said, you know, here we are in Arizona. Cases are cases. They're talking about a second wave that's going to be coming, and I just, you know, I'm here for it. But there's also a lot of people that are just not. They're not masking up. They're not concerned about it.
We were running
You know,
errands
we're
yesterday,
kind
right?
of. You know, I'll speak for myself. I'm kind of in that same boat. I definitely wear my mask out to protect everybody when we're out and about. But like, you know, we've had people over. You know, we've had stuff. Oh, we got a caller. We got a caller. Call it all, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Welcome to the Social Distancing Hotline. This is Kelvin. Oh, Social Distancing Hotline. Welcome to Call in America. This is Kelvin and Taylor. Who's calling and where you calling from, caller?
This is Dana Donovan. You guys know me. You had me on.
Hi, Dana. How you doing? Welcome to the show.
Thank you. It was a nice surprise to see this pop up on Facebook.
Yeah.
That's super cool. We're actually just we're here. Like I said, we're here. We're being filmed right now for the Walter Cronkite School of Journalism by a good guy named by the name of Michael. And so you're going to be on this. Hopefully, you're going to be on this episode. So what say you, Dana? Talk to us. What are your thoughts?
Oh, I wanted to talk about Arizona.
Let's talk about it.
You guys were saying like we're not doing too much here. I've heard of some boarding up, but I went to, I think you saw my Facebook post, Kelvin. I went to Costco the other day because I was out, I'm running out of toilet paper.
Yeah.
They closed our closest Costco to here. So there's overflow. But I went to Paradise Valley and it's always dead at Friday at 2:00. So I was like, all right, let me just go there. It was packed.
Massive.
Really?
Seeing so many people in a Costco, and these two ladies, I overheard them talking, and they were so wrapped up in their conversation, they didn't move out of people's way, and they're like, we got to do this because they're going to come after us. If Biden wins. And I turned, and there was this black lady there, and we just looked at each other like, who's coming after you?
Right. So Dana, I've heard of this, right? So you're not the first person to say that toilet paper was gone. I read another post today from a gentleman who said that he was at a Fry's or something like that, and the toilet paper was gone. So here's my question to you: do you think it's because of coronavirus, or do you think it's because of the election?
I think it's both.
Wow.
Because people are like, I've talked to a couple of people I know who have been stocking up on stuff, and even my therapist, who is the most reasonable person I know, was like, yeah, we're stocking up for 3-4 months. And I was like, bro, can you leave stuff for the rest of us?
24 months?
If you don't have on a Biden shirt, nobody's going to know.
Exactly.
People are going to assume when I walk outside that I voted for Biden. I did, but that's not the point.
That's insane.
Right.
So you know what? So here's something quick. Here's something interesting that I found was interesting. So there's all these radio ads about voting right now, right? So it's it's almost like we said it this morning.
Scare tactic.
It's a scare tactic. It's almost like they're trying to pressure people into voting, because what it says is that no one will know who you voted for, but your neighbors can look up whether you voted or not. Did you know about this?
Yes, I don't watch TV a lot, but I've been watching, flipping around the news. the last couple days, and I saw one of those commercials, and it has the scary movie
insane
music and everything, and I'm like, that's not real. That's
I don't know. So we haven't done any research in it, but I'm going to look it up. If you could look up if your neighbor voted or not, like I think that's pretty crazy. I think that's pretty like that's a huge invasion of privacy. But I guess if it's a public information, it's public information. But
they can't tell if you voted, but they can see like voter registration rolls are public.
Yeah,
anybody can look those up, but they can't look up whether or not you voted.
Wow. Okay. Well, there you have it, Dana. Thank you so much. Final words.
Oh no, that's it, man. Stay safe out there, and have a good day.
We gotta have you back on the show soon.
Hey, Dana, we got to do our the tribute to Breonna Taylor.
Yes,
you gotta head that. So make that happen.
I'm gonna connect with you guys.
Okay, sounds good. Bye now.
All right, bye.
Bye.
That was a great call.
Yes,
that was a great call. Wow, Dana's on the show. That's super cool, man.
She's the one.
I know she's she's the one. I'm in love with it.
See, good thing we're on Facebook.
Yeah. Well, I guess so. Well, she's also on YouTube too. YouTube's up live too. So, how's that?
That was great.
Awesome, man.
It was good. It's good conversation. I'd love to be on your show sometime.
Yeah, that's Call in America. So the way we do it too, man, is that we have it to where you could be a guest host and you could do it right from your location. So you would pop up and it would be like, we don't have it now, but you would have your own screen and like you could take calls with us and answer calls and whatnot. And so it's super cool. And then we always know who's watching and whatnot. And we are live right now we're live on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. So we're streaming, man.
You guys got the setup. That's awesome.
That's right.
I got to build my brand like you guys.
Hey, man, it's well, that's what we do, man. And we can help you do it. So what else, Tay?
We cooked our asses off this weekend.
We sure did cook our asses off. But before we talk about that, I do want to talk about November 3rd. So November 3rd is election day, but it is also my birthday, ladies and gentlemen. It is my 39th birthday. I'll be 39 years old, and I'll be 1 year away from 40, and I'm super, super excited about it. I think what we're going to do is we're going to stream all day on Tuesday. And are you working on Tuesday?
Yes.
How dare you? How dare you? But when he gets home, we're going to be streaming, or maybe I'll just be streaming all day. And I'd like for you guys to stop by.
Come by and stop by.
Stop by, man. It's a who's who here on my 39th birthday. So if you guys are out there, you guys know the address. I'm not going to tell you. If you know the address, just stop by, get on the show, let's stream, and let's just have an all-day streaming fest of the election. We'll talk about the election, see what's going on, and it'll just be a good time. Oh, bananas all over the place.
You know what's crazy about the voting too that I saw?
Talk to me.
I think it was in New York. Like the lines to go vote in New York were like blocks,
astronomical,
and blocks,
astronomical,
like
astronomical.
What is the deal? I mean, you used to live in New York. Was voting
Listen,
difficult there? Or like, do they not have mail-in voting?
I don't think I voted when I was in New York. I voted here. I voted here in Arizona because I was in school, right? And I was in here for 5 years, really 4.5. And so I made it through a presidency and then came back here and voted. So I've never voted in New York, but I've always been mail-in voting. And so that's why I do want to talk about the mail-in votes real quick, because mail-in voting, I just think it's absolutely out of control that people are waiting in line to vote. I think it's insane. I think it's insane, especially during a pandemic, right? And why? And we did that. And I got to give a big shout out to the Maricopa County voting place here. Yeah, and that's Adrian Fontes. Adrian Fontes, he's a neighbor of ours. Absolutely amazing job that they did over there. We were having some difficulty seeing if our votes were counted yet, and so I emailed them. They found out that day in an hour. They emailed me back and said, "You and your husband are they're validated, counted. You guys are good to go." But everybody else was getting a text, and I think it was because we didn't register in time with the text message program. But everybody else got a text. They dropped their mail-in ballots off, and they got a text. I thought that was super cool, and that speaks to a 2020 reality.
Well, it's just kind of like a 21st century thing. It's not even a 2020 thing. Like, why are we standing?
Why are we standing in line? I think the polls should be for the standing in line for polls should be equated for older people who need help filling out the thing, and then like homeless people who still have the right to vote and need a place to go vote. Yeah. They should be able to go do that. But everybody else, if you're like 50 and below, there's no way in hell. There's just no way in hell why you should, unless there's something specific to why you need it, why you need to go into the polls. But if you know how to use Facebook, I'm sorry, man, You need a mail-in ballot, and you have an address. I'm not trying to single anybody out. You guys know who I'm talking about. The mass majority of people who can use technology, there's no way in hell. There's no way in hell though. There should be lines out the door.
There should be like a legit reason why you can't vote by mail.
Right. You either have to have,
that should be the primary
some sort of disability, don't have an address to send a ballot to, or you need some help filling out a ballot. I think that's what it should be. But if you're like, I don't know, if you're below 50, you're on Instagram or TikTok. Come on. If you can TikTok, you can.
Right.
I was trying to do a rap, but I messed it up.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Abort.
What else do you need from us, my friend?
I need to get an interview from you.
Oh, let's do an interview. All right, guys, we're going to step away. And
but we got 3 now. Look at that.
I know we got 3 guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Today was just all about, you can get on and see. Come on in. You want to take a look? Yeah, come on. This is our guest host right now. Our guest. So you can get in there. Boom. There you go. Now you're live.
Hey, guys.
So he's from the school, the Walter Cronkite School of Journalism. We're actually going to go do an interview with him right now. So that's our show. My name is Kelvin.
I'm Taylor.
Oh, we got a comment. Hold on. Let's see our comment real quick. What's our comment? Oh, what up, Maddie Steincat? What up? Dave, we got a little bit of show going on. Hey, check back on the 3rd, guys. I think everyone's going to go live all day, and we're going to have fun. So what to do, Maddie? I showed him your video, actually. The one that you did of us here. So we're kind of doing the same thing again. But anyway, my name is Kelvin.
I'm Taylor.
And that is our show.